All right, and we're live. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Drunken one first. Ron Griffin. Cheers, man. All right, so everybody knows why we're here tonight. I got my buddy Alex, the beer master, here. We are here to do a beer examination. Yep. We're going to be looking at the Bourbon County brand stout number 4, 13.3%. I've got mine. Alex has got his. They're both from the same batch, dated the same exact date.
Yep.
All right, so just give you a quick little rundown of this beer. Bourbon County Special Number 4 Stout is an oatmeal stout variant of our original Bourbon County Stout recipe, also aged in bourbon barrels that uses crystal oats to add a nutty character and a smooth mouthfeel. After barrel aging, we add Intelligentsia coffee, both their cold coffee and single origin coffee beans from Ethiopia, to bring out pleasant fruity coffee character. Lastly, bourbon barrel-aged maple syrup from Bissell Maple Farm in Ohio is added, which provides a complexity to the nutty oat and coffee to round out the flavors, ultimately reminiscent of your breakfast special at the local diner. All right. That's a mouthful.
So it's like a memory of your local diner kind of taste.
Yep.
Interesting.
So cool. I guess we'll jump into it. Alex said he wanted me to start it off. So, all right. All right.
Here you go.
Look off the top. Stout glass here. Trying to remember what I scored this the other day on After Dark Beers. I think it was a 97. Ooh, all the way to the tops. There it is. Got about a 3-finger head. Very, very tight-knit bubbles on that thing. Got a few big ones in there, but yeah, I'd call it a cocoa-colored head. The beer is opaque. I am getting, out of this glass at least, I'm getting a small reddish-brown hue out of the bottom. So, yeah, it's going for this. I could smell the stuff coming off already. Yeah, drinking one first. Waiting. Not anymore. All right, we'll run down. Hey, Chatio. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, so going for the nose. Definitely get it's a light coffee. It's not like a real heavy coffee up front. I am casky for sure. Pulled this beer out about 20 minutes ago, so it would sit for a minute, but I am getting a light maple, like a maple syrup hint, and a slight vanilla. Yeah. Yes, this is the 20. Yes, this is the 2020 version. Yes, indeed. No, I don't think it's vintage. Not yet. Maybe next year. But yeah, going for a swig. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This one seems a little smoother than the one I had Sunday. Anyways, yeah, you're getting the coffee. You get the maple. I'm getting a little bit of a chocolatey note. Definitely oaky casky coming through. I think you have a couple bottles. That's good. Shit, I wish I could have got in contact with you. You could have jumped on with us. Anyways, yeah, we might do a little back and forth, Alex, because this is obviously it's going to warm up and we're going to get some different notes out of it. So, yeah,
right.
Go ahead and crack yours and give the little rundown.
All right. Nice hiss.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lordy. Right off the bat, you could smell the coffee and chocolate. Oh my lord, this is gonna be my first taste and first time trying this. So cheers.
Yeah, enjoy, Alex. It's
Yeah.
good. I can't remember what I said.
My God, this is a beaut. I had to back away from my computer because I don't want to have spillage on the computer again. So, man, this looks like a 2-finger head. It would have been a 3-finger head if I poured it straight in, but I didn't. Nice coffee, kind of milky head to the beer. That looks like a delicious, delicious dessert beer. I mean, no doubt about it. Let's see what it smells like, shall we? You can smell the chocolate, the bourbon somewhat. You can, somewhat kind of like. Kind of smell a little bit of vanilla. I'm really looking forward to diving into this. Kind of reminds me of not Mackinac fudge. I'm trying to think what it was. I drank similar to this. I think it was like CBS or KBS. I think it reminds me of. But it might even be better than this. That's just based off of the smell. I have a feeling this will probably be better than CBS and KBS, but KBS and CBS will always be delicious no matter what. But this beer here, I can't wait. All right, cheers. Let's see what this. Yeah, I do smell vanilla. I'm smelling it really good. So, cheers there, Andrew. Let's see what this tastes like. Great beer. You can have that somewhat a little bit of coffee, just a little bit, vanilla, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of chocolateness. Chocolateness. It tastes and smells exactly like I smell, and that's what you want.
Oh yeah, I can agree with you there. This is reminiscent of a CBS or KBS because of you got the maple barrels, it's bourbon barrel aged. Same? No, very, very similar.
It's not the same. No. It just has this. It kind of has that same smell. It kind of has that same taste, but it's a way different beer.
Yeah.
Way different beer because you have to understand. This is a different different brewery. This is not Founders. Just because it has the same taste doesn't mean that's what it is. It's not. It's Bourbon County Stout from Goose Island.
Oh yeah. So.
You can taste a little bit of You can taste a little bit of bourbon too. Yeah. Has a little bit of burning in the back end. It kind of has that burning in the chest.
Yeah. I get that too. I get the slight warming, but like initially when you open it and you smell it, I mean, you taste it. There's a light booziness on the tongue. But it's not overbearing. You would think 13.3, you'd stick your nose in there and you'd be like shuddering away from it, but it's not. It's very inviting.
Very tasty. Like I said, like you just said, it has a slight burniness in the chest. You expect that. It's a Bourbon County Stout. It's a 10 or 11% or a 13% or a 14%, regardless. You're going to get those variants when you drink these kind of beers. Even 17%. I don't know if there is a 17%.
I think the highest one they made that I'm aware of, I think was 2018. They had a variant that was 15.2% ABV.
But you're talking about the cherry one then?
No, no, it was the original.
Oh,
Yeah, the original Bourbon County 2018 was
this one.
15.2. That was a big one. And for as loud as it was, it didn't come off as boozy as I thought it was going to.
This is a 14. This is 14.
Yeah, but that's the years. The years are different, Alex.
Right, every year.
They were, that was, I think, their biggest year as far as I know.
And it goes down. You know, you have a burniness as you just started. What you were just saying when you first started, Andrew. It goes down smooth too, because you said it didn't go down as smooth as the one you drank the last time, which is a couple of days ago. But it's smooth, or smoother here. Shockingly, and you said it's the same batch, right? I mean,
let me see. I got the bottle still. Yeah, it's got the same. It's got the same dates on it. Same date, same ABV, same batch.
So it makes you wonder. I don't know. Maybe they put extra smoothness in that beer that you're drinking. I don't know.
Well, after dark beer starts at 8. I probably had a couple beers before that show.
Oh, that's probably true.
Pile it up a little. You know, it's starting to warm up. I'm getting like there's definitely a dark fruit smell to it. I think it's like I said the other night. I think it's not raisins, it's not dates. I think it kind of smells like prunes, in my opinion.
But as it warms up, do you smell a little bit of alcohol too, or is it just me?
Well, it's gonna have the flavors and the smells are gonna change for sure. In a significant amount of time. I've actually been I'm trying to warm mine up, to be honest with you. Another thing I pick up, man, and I get it a lot in the different variants of this, is there's like that. It's almost got like a tobacco note to it, like a sweet tobacco, not like somebody smoking a cigar, but like a green tobacco, yellow tobacco maybe.
Well,
it doesn't smell like an ashtray or anything like that. It's just with the dark fruit, and it's almost leathery but not leather. It's like a leather tobacco type of. But it is a pretty beer.
Wow,
those legs are freaking amazing.
That is a beaut. As it goes down very smooth. It's a heavy. It's basically reminding you that it's a heavy beer, but it also tastes like it's a 8% beer. Like it went down like an 8% beer to me, but now we know it's not. It's a 10 or 11% beer, or 14% beer.
It could be to the copious amounts of oats that they said that they put into this, which would give you a smooth mouthfeel and a great drinkability. I mean, I just poured the last of that, what I had in my bottle. This thing will regen ahead for as high ABV as it is.
Let's see here. This is delicious. I'm sorry.
It's really
good. This is not a beer to rush. Yes, you have the other show, but this beer is so good.
I think I had one down, and then I had this. So this is gonna start the night off right.
I plan to order more of these beers. I mean, I plan to order them. I don't care how much they are. This is worth it. Unless they're $1,000, that's the problem.
No. I do think this is really good because the one thing that Bourbon County does is they don't do coffee stouts.
Oh, that's another note.
They really don't. And then the way they've used the coffee, and it's you could tell that it's a higher end coffee. And
hell yeah.
it's so good. It's got that slight roast, and what they said it was two different variants of. Yes, I can get the Expedition Stout. It's on the. Oh no, I haven't got the bourbon barrel aged one. I'm still on the hunt for that. Hopefully, one of these days I'll find one. But it
What bourbon? What bourbon age? What beer?
The Expedition Stout by Bell's. They have a barrel aged version of that. BC was sitting here in the chat, brought it up. I cannot find that. I've heard about it, and I always keep my eyes peeled. The Expedition Stout is down here, but I cannot find the specialty one.
Well,
Thing about this is they said they use two different kind of coffees though. They use their cold coffee and their single origin coffee beans to make this beer.
you just said they don't put coffee in this. I'm confused.
No, I said out of all the other beers that they make, this is the one that has coffee in it. Yeah, because most like 99% of the stouts that they make and these Goose Island, these every year that they come out on Black Friday, they don't use coffee, and that's one thing that I know that a lot of people prefer. Not a lot of people prefer coffee forward stout. They can find them acrid or bitter or burnt malt or like a burnt taste. This does not have that quality to it at all.
So if they made coffee stouts more often, if they make it like this to different variants of the beers, you would do well because you have that bourbon, you have that coffee because, like I said, when you first open it, you smell the coffee. You have that sweetness. You have everything that combines in this beer. It makes it a perfect beer. What do you think about that, Andrew? I mean, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is what I'm telling you how I feel.
I definitely think this is a well balanced beer. Mine's starting to get up. I'd say probably to the 60, probably 60-degree range. The maple syrup is coming out a lot more. It's getting a lot sweeter. And the dark fruit is starting to like hide. It's starting to tuck off now, and it's starting to get more of a maple, vanilla, coffee flavor. In the nose, the fruit's still there, but in the flavor, I think it's etching out a little bit, which I don't mind because I really like these beers. Some of them, I don't feel bad there, Craig. I spent about $26 for my bottle. For the special adjunct ones, they're spendy, and it's not just over there; it's spendy over here too, man. They're about the price of like a CBS bomber.
Wait a minute. You just said I thought these weren't adjuncts. I'm confused. These are special.
It is a specialty. That's what these Goose Islands are, except for the original, Alex. All they do is they heavily adjunct their original recipe.
Oh.
So they take the regular 2020 that they have out, that they put out, and they take that recipe and then they mix it up and put a bunch of stuff in there. And then they have the different versions. So like the number 4 and the fog and the birthday cake, and there's a few more of them. Obviously not the wheat wine, because that's a barley wine or a wheat wine, whatever you'd like to call it. But yeah, they base their recipes off the original, and then they just throw it.
So Andrew, you're basically it's only an adjunct to mix it up a little bit. It's not an adjunct meaning it's not bad. It's not like an adjunct like
No, an adjunct, Alex, is just something else that they put in the beer for flavor. A lot of companies like to be subtle with it. With this beer, they're bold and it's out there. They want you to taste it. They want you to have those flavors smack you in the face. And a lot of people they're like, well, it doesn't taste like this or doesn't taste like that. With this company, I think they really do. They want you to taste maple syrup, it's going to be there. They want you to taste coffee, it's going to be in there. They want you to taste an apple adjunct, which they do in their Caramello this year with their wheat wine. They want you to taste that. That's why they put it in there. They kind of overdo it. You know what I mean? Not in a Not in the sense that it's ridiculous, but the flavors ring true to what they actually say it is.
By the end of this show, I don't know if this is going to be a high rating, but I have a feeling it might be. Because this beer is getting better and better. And speaking of birthday cake, me and you need to hunt that down. You might have already hunted it down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. You got to find. You know anybody that lives in Chicago?
No, I don't. Legendary.
That's the only. I think they only put that out in like local around the brewery.
I mean,
I only got 4 different kinds. I had the original, the fog, the number 4, and then the caramel wheat wine were the only 4 that got distributed down here in Florida.
well, I hate to tell you this. This is my first one. I've never Johnny Boy. You know, he ball busting sometimes. I love him. He's a trip. You know, he said he
John bought like 4. He went out, he found them, and he bought like 4 bottles of it, 3 or 4.
Are you talking about Johnny Boy?
Yeah, John and Ellie, Georgia Beer Reviews.
No, yes, that's exactly. But I'm just saying, prior to that, he was ball busting me saying, "Oh, you better have the Bourbon County beers before we hang out and all that." Well, guess what? Your wish came true because I was hunting them down anyway. But then my brother-in-law got me 3 of them for Christmas. This one I bought on my own. This one I bought on my own.
Nice.
And because I wanted to try the original. And this, so basically, out of all 3, this is the first time I've ever tried a Bourbon County Stout. I have talked to you and all my YouTube friends about it, but I've never tried it until tonight.
That's cool, Alex. I'm glad I was here to drink
Yes.
one with you. I mean, I think I kind of had the same experience with John and Ellie because he's had some, and where he lives in Georgia, they can't get anything over 14%.
No, but they have to be
Which puts him out on a fair bit of these beers that they put out annually.
for that.
Because sometimes the majority of them are over 14%. I mean,
Yeah, like 15, 16%.
I mean, that's why, like I sent him that vertical set. It was the 2017, the 2018, and the 2019, all in the same box. And I sent it to him because he couldn't get them. There was no way possible he could ever get them. And he told me he hunted them down. He went from even when he traveled, he'd go to different states and just look for them and could never find them.
Which doesn't make any sense because his state has the issue. Some states have that same issue.
I think Alabama, he's next to Alabama, and I think Alabama does the same thing too. They don't get anything over 14%.
Mm-hmm.
Weird laws. What are you gonna do?
Well, but you know what? The way I think of it this way, Andrew, is that he got buddies like you that will send him stuff when he needs those kind of beer. So there you go. He's not missing out completely because he has you and other people that will send the stuff. But so far, this beer's been good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the warmer it gets, the easier drinking it goes, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's true. And I also taste a little bit more vanilla, too, or that sweetness, more sweetness. It gets sweeter and sweeter. Oh, man.
The vanilla is strong. I mean, at this point now, because chocolate, when you get chocolate and you get vanilla in the same glass, they kind of clash because you get the sweetness from the vanilla and you're going to get the sweetness of the vanilla or you're going to get vanilla notes from the barrel, obviously. And when you have that slight chocolate adjunct lager, it's real easy to have the chocolate lost. Initially up front, I thought the chocolate notes rang pretty true with the coffee. Maybe, I mean, I can still get the chocolate once the palate dries off. I don't get it on the initial sip. Once your tongue dries off, you really think about it, you do get the...
Yeah, like I'm sorry that I repeat myself, but this stuff is good. But yes, when you first open up the bottle, the first thing you do, you smell coffee. You don't smell vanilla. You don't smell anything. You smell coffee. And like you said, this is one of the only beers out of the fancy beers that they make coffee in. I would get this again because I like coffee beers. But again, I like coffee beers, but I will not drink coffee. I'll eat coffee ice cream, but I won't drink coffee. I don't know.
Okay, I got something for you, Dio. You know,
It
I
is
did.
what it is. Mm. But yeah, this is. I'm trying to explain more flavors, but
We
it's
got
just.
jokes. Yeah, I don't know, Alex. I'm ready to sit down and I'll finish this off with you. But score wise, I think I'm gonna. I can't remember what I scored it on after dark beers. But or what I scored it. It was either a 97 or a 98. I'm kind of having a little bit better experience tonight with it than I did
All
on
right.
Sunday. I don't know why that's the case. It could have been that I had drank before the show and muddied up my palate.
And
But,
you didn't drink any beers prior, so tonight, so you're basically your
I had one
palate.
Keystone.
Oh yeah, you did drink Keystone prior, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe on Beer Advocate this is scored 90, 96. Yeah, world class at 96%. Ranked 7th as an oatmeal stout, which I said this on Sunday as well. If Founder's original, if Founder's breakfast, their oatmeal stout is ranked number 1, I don't know how this takes a number 7th compared to that. But I guess this because it's barrel aged, and I guess it would put it in a different
Category.
But this is still an oatmeal stout.
You know, I don't taste oatmeal either. Now I think, again, I think the oatmeal that you can't taste the oatmeal. I think what it is, you taste that smoothiness. I think that's what you taste, that creaminess. So that's what you're tasting. You're not actually tasting the oatmeal. You're just tasting that creaminess, and that's what the oatmeal does. It makes it creamy, and I just
Making a regen now. Yes, Al, you're exactly correct because that's what they do when they use it for the brewing. It's to keep head retention, and give you a nice, clean, like silky smooth mouthfeel. So, yeah. So I'll go ahead and score mine.
Can we do a thing real quick? I have to get up and take a picture of this before I finish this off with you. I on Facebook and Instagram. If that's okay, real quick, and I'll give you my score.
All right.
I'm sorry, Andrew. Let's see here. Very
Don't be long, Alex. I might get fall out of my chair. Don't be too long.
Oh no, I won't be taking that long. Hell no.
Yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, definitely a world-class beer. Like I said, now this thing is, I'd say probably damn near room temperature, maybe 60 or 75 degrees. Booziness is gone. There we go. That's it right there. We'll not tell you to shut up again, do you? Oh, damn. Anyways, yeah. It's just really mellow and smoothed out. All those notes that I was getting on the nose, they're pretty much fleeted. They're gone. Just stuck with a slight like a booziness. That's about it. But, yep. Flavor's good. Maple. Yeah, so, anyways, I think I scored it a 97, and I think I'm gonna sit at that score I'm going to do it one better than Beer Advocate did. Just because it's coffee forward beer. When they do Goose Island Bourbon County Stouts, they don't do coffee. So I really like it. I think I'm starting to get a little tipsy, Alex. Gonna get a little that's not smack talk, man. Everybody that's been in the chat or people that I hang out with on the daily.
Back.
We're on air.
Back.
Yeah. 90. You know what? Fuck 97. I'm gonna kick it up to 98.
All right. Oh, so now you're. Oh, yeah. Because again,
I pulled it to you, Alex. That scored it up a little bit more.
All right. So I'm gonna have to give this beer a 99. 98 or a 99 is just two things because this is like heaven. I'm sorry. So almost. I mean, it's not even almost. It's definitely world class.
I can't argue with
let me taste a little bit more. Hold on.
I don't know. Coffee barley wine, huh, Josh? That's weird. Could be good.
You know what?
Never had it.
I'm giving this 100.
Are you gonna give it 100? Really?
Yeah, I'm giving it 100. It's a very good beer. It tastes like I said, tastes like CBS and KBS, but it's a lot better than that as well. I don't know. It's hard. It's very good stuff.
Better than KBS and better than CBS?
Or I don't know. It's kind of hard. It has that same taste.
That's a bold statement, Alex.
No, but I do love my KBS and CBS. And the Mackinac Fudge, that will stay 100. That is delicious as well. Again, I don't know. I need to review the CBS again.
I understand what you mean. It's really hard to put some of those big beers up against each other.
They're all good.
That might be something we should do. We could do a bourbon barrel aged bracket.
I'm confused. What are you talking about here?
Put something like this up against a CBS or a KBS, and then do a side by side tasting and see.
Are you saying you want to do that with me? You want to do something?
I'm not saying I'm having thoughts.
That's okay. I'm taking those thoughts in. That's a good idea, though. Yeah, I think I might have to order one. If you want to do that, I need to order more of this.
This is as good as CBS. I don't know. In my opinion, I've gone back and I've tasted the CBS and the KBS, and I kind of do prefer the CBS, but I'm gonna go get another KBS and I'll try that out. I'll do a review on my channel. There's a gastro pub right down the street from me that has CBS on tap, and I might give that a go.
You got to get every last.
Maybe I'll take my tripod with me and I'll go duck off in the corner and do a beer review.
Oh man, that was good.
It ain't done yet. So, all right. Well, Alex, I think the whole world's got our notes and everything, and we've accomplished what we come here to do, which was do a beer examination of the Bourbon County Brand Stout number 4, and it's good beer, guys. You guys can get it. Go get it.
I mean, I had to give it 100. I can't help it.
Other than that, go check Alex out on Food Fridays, Friday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This week is Wild Card, which means you can bring any food, with any beer. Join us and see if your beer pairs with your food. Only other things that I have to say is I'd like for you to turn that button from red to gray. Please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Get your notifications on. And then other than that, I'd just stay sipping, everybody. Cheers. And cheers to you, Alex.
Cheers to me. We'll continue finishing this off air then. Cheers.
Yeah.